Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today I am going to give an updated view of my beautiful Dolce & Gabbana bag. I have had this for 1 year now. I got it for my birthday last year, and so I thought it'd be a good time to share an update on the wear and tear, and I'll also show you what fits inside. This is such a beautiful bag and one that's not particularly popular in the market. I think generally the Dolce & Gabbana leather goods aren't hyped up at all in social media, but this is definitely the most beautiful bag I have in my collection. So this one is called the Sicily bag. It's a top handle bag and this comes in a few different sizes. The one I have is commonly referred to as the small Sicily, but sometimes it's also referred to as medium. So there is a little bit of confusion when you're looking at different shopping websites as to exactly which size this is. But just to avoid any doubt, I will take a quick measurement for you in case you are interested in this bag. So if you look at the seams on the side here, this bag is 25 centimeters or 10 inches across, and then the height is about 22, 23 centimeters, and the depth at the base is 12 centimeters or 5 inches. There you go. So hopefully that helps if you are looking at this online or even in person. This bag does come in a few sizes. So there is a mini version, which is actually kind of a thin rectangular, kind of like an east-west vibe. There is also a mini, which is pretty much the same proportions as this bag, but just smaller. So it's still relatively square. And I believe then there's this, and then I believe there is a larger version of this. The one that I got is actually in a slightly special edition. It's not limited edition as far as I'm aware, but it does come with the beautiful chain detailing and the scarf. So the regular Sicily bags, they come with, so essentially they come with the branded plaque or tag here on the bag. And then they come with a plain leather top handle without the scarf. And then depending on the size, they will have a long shoulder strap, which is plain leather as well. Whereas with the version that I have, it has this scarf twilly on the top handle, and it also has this additional chain strap plus the scarf interwoven within the chain. And I love this. I just think it's such a beautiful combination, and it's also very easy and practical to use. So with this chain strap, you can double it up like this and it sits very nicely under the arm, or you can pull the chain through where it is a slightly longer shoulder bag, and this actually sits most comfortably under the arm. It kind of sits perfectly at the waist for me. I am 5'5", 5'6", and at UK size 10 for reference. Or you can simply hold this as a top handle, or of course you've got the top handle here to hold the bag. So the ways that I typically wear this is either just handheld using the main top handle, or I will have this on the longer setting and just sling it over my shoulder, and I find it very comfortable to wear. Then the additional difference with this version that I have is the tag comes on this kind of like luggage tag, which is removable. And this then just says Dolce & Gabbana Milano, Italia there. And it's super shiny if you don't have fingerprints on it. So whereas with my version, this comes in a tag form, in the regular version, this plaque basically just sits on the flap here. So I think those are the only differences, but I think this just looks super special and very pretty. So the back of the bag is plain, the sides fold in here, and then the bottom have feet, and the feet also say Dolce Gabbana on it, which is a nice detail. And then to open the bag, it has got two magnetic closures here. And on the inside, it is lined in a leopard fabric print, which I'm not the hugest fan of, but I know this is a signature of Dolce & Gabbana, and given it's on the interior, it's not a big deal for me. But yeah, leopard is typically not my kind of print, but it's okay. It's a very nice fabric, I think. And then on the front side, there is a rather wide slip pocket, so you can put your phone in here. I've got the iPhone 14 in the regular size and it fits perfectly. And because it expands on one side, you can fit things that are a little bit chunkier in here as well. You can also fit your card holder, for example. And then on the back, there is one very tight card slip pocket. And on the front of it, it has got embossed Dolce & Gabbana Sicily, made in Italy. This can only fit 1 or 2 cards, possibly 3 at most, but it is quite tight. And then on the back, you've got one zip pocket with a very nice chunky zip that also says Dolce & Gabbana on it. It's very smooth zip, and then you just have one slip pocket inside there. And then here, just to point out as well, where I mentioned the dip at the side of the bag, you can see it like this as well. So of course then the width of the bag here is slightly shorter than either side of that. So just something to bear in mind. Now onto the wear and tear of this bag. I have worn this quite a lot. I am currently based in Dubai and have been for the past year. So it has been worn in the lovely sunny weather and oftentimes far too hot. But based on the colour that I've got, this is a very summery bag. But of course, if you went with other colours, then it's very versatile throughout the year. The leather is it's a cow leather, and it's some sort of, I think it's treated in some way. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it feels like a Saffiano. So it's got quite a hard kind of coating, which makes it very durable. And so there is, I think, no real wear and tear to comment on with regards to the leather or the stitching. All of it is in pretty perfect condition. Of course, with a lighter colour, you are likely to get colour transfer if you wear this with jeans, for example. But I have not been doing so, but also I will frequently just, because this isn't a crossbody bag, it's not as much of an issue anyway. But honestly, the bag it feels brand new in terms of the leather. The hardware as well, I don't think there's much to report. I mean, there's very minor discoloration. I don't know if you'll be able to see that there, but it's very minor. Otherwise, everything is still pretty gold. And that's just some fingerprints, but it's still very shiny and gold throughout. Also, one feature I forgot to mention, which is quite nice, is that here on the sides where the chain feeds through, you can actually roll both of these down. So if you want the chain just to be dangling, then it just falls down very nicely like that. But then also if you want to wear this and hold it using the chain, you can move this up. So I think that's a super nice feature and just makes the bag look a little bit cleaner as you wear it. And it's a very nice detail that they thought about. So really no wear and tear on the leather, very minimal on the hardware. And then the other wear and tear I would mention is just how dirty this scarf has got, which is to be expected, and this is removable, so of course I could just put it in the wash and hopefully it will come out, but I don't know if you'll be able to see, there's quite a bit of discoloration there, which just means that it protects the actual leather very well as well. I should probably give this a wash because it does look slightly dark, but other than that, this bag has held up really well. And yeah, pretty much nothing to report. I think based on the nature of the leather, it is going to be durable anyway. It's held its structure pretty well. It is a relatively structured bag because of the shape and the seams at the side. However, it is still quite soft, so I really like that about this bag. It's not too heavy, it's not super light either, but it's not particularly heavy. So that's another thing that I really like about this bag. And I just love this. This is one of the few bags that I have in this kind of slightly larger size as well. I tend to carry very mini bags. So it's very practical for when I want to fit a few more things in. So let's move on to that. I'm going to show you what does fit inside this bag. I don't often stuff it to capacity, so let's see what I can put inside. First thing I want to show you is that this Chili's water bottle, which is 500 millilitres, actually fits into the bag, which is very handy if you wanted to carry a full-size water bottle with you. It does fit in at the base pretty perfectly. And so if I just leave that in there and then show you what else fits, I've got my Louis Vuitton Zoe wallet here, which is a compact wallet, but still relatively chunky. Then my mini pochette, which has all my small items in, such as lipstick, concealer, hand sanitizer, sanitary towels, things like that. So this kind of just comes with me in my various slightly larger bags. Let's try and put that in. You can see that height-wise pretty much goes up to the top because of the base of the bottle. But let me put some other things in. So I've got my keys here, which can just slot in the side. My car key down there. And then my earpods. So that all fits very nicely into the bag. It is pretty heavy now and the water bottle is empty. So this for me is actually, it wouldn't be very comfortable to carry. It is rather heavy now. But in terms of the size, it does fit quite a bit. So let me take out the water bottle because this is not something I would regularly carry. So now we've got the purse, my keys, AirPods. Let's put my Kindle in. So that fits in very nicely. And we can just pretend that my phone is in this slot here. Then some sunglasses. This is quite a soft case and it's not too bulky. And that will go in there very nicely. And then let's say you wanted a card holder as well. This is actually what I'm using as my purse at the moment. So I can just fit that in. And then a reusable bag. I'll put it down in the side. And there's still space, there's still quite a bit of space. So you can just see that there's quite a good capacity with this bag. But yes, depending on how heavy you or how light you like your bags to be, then I wouldn't necessarily recommend carrying too much in this, but it's just good to know that you can carry more if you need to. Or if you are driving, then it's a good option. So let me just swap my sunglasses with my mini pochette. That also works very well. So there you have it. I would highly recommend this bag. Also in the mini size, I have been tempted as well, so that works much better as a crossbody bag. I've been very tempted to get that in a different colour, something that is more appropriate for all seasons. But this I just think is a stunning bag. It feels very unique because I've not seen anybody carry this particular version of the bag, which has the scarf detailing and this separate name plaque. And so it just feels really nice to carry and perfect for the summer because of this colorway in particular. But yes, I'd highly recommend it. I think it's a very practical bag. It is going to be very durable and is something that's just a little bit different to what a lot of people are carrying. So I love that about it. and the price point is quite reasonable as well. So yes, definitely take a look at this bag if you are interested. Let me know if you have got any questions and I will try and answer them. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one.